na maundu maria mekekete gwitu Kenya nimo ndirenda kureha harera-ini.
The story begins with growing tension, unanswered questions, and a mother pushing back against silence. Weeks after the passing of gospel singer Betty Bayo on November 10th, 2025, her family has shifted from grief to a determined search for clarity. What was first accepted as death from illness has now spiraled into a storm of allegations, public statements, and demands for a new investigation.
Ya musi ni na ciana ciakwa icio mugwanja nginya uria twinake guku twari video-ini na ithe wa ciana Kanyari.
Everything changed on December 6th when Betty's mother, Joyce Wairimu, went live on Facebook and asked the nation a direct question: was Betty Bayo killed? Her call was not emotional speculation. It was grounded in a set of disturbing claims that she says cannot be ignored. According to Joyce, events leading to her daughter's death may have involved physical assault. She alleged that Betty's husband, Hiram Gitau, known widely as Tash, inflicted a head injury shortly before her passing. Joyce said this injury could have worsened Betty's already fragile condition, and she insisted that the current explanation of her death may be incomplete. Joyce also cited early reports from neighbors who had witnessed past incidents of violence, including one severe case where Tash allegedly jumped on Betty's stomach for more than 10 minutes until someone intervened. For Joyce, these accounts form the basis of a critical question. If such incidents occurred, how can the exact cause of death be confirmed without a full post-mortem? That is why she is demanding exhumation. She insists a new independent autopsy is the only way to determine whether trauma contributed to Betty's death. But the conflict extends beyond the cause of death. Joyce also questioned how official documents were handled. She reveals that the burial permit was issued to Tash's name, something she calls incorrect and misleading. According to her, she is Betty's legally recognized next of kin, and any documentation should reflect that. She said she provided her ID during pre-burial meetings after agreeing with Tash that the process will be handled jointly. At the center of the dispute are also concerns about property and the welfare of Betty's children, Sky and Danny, from her previous marriage to Pastor Victor Kanyari. Joyce accused Tash of taking possession of personal documents, items, and property belonging to the children. She further claimed that Tash had contributed nothing financially to the household, even though Betty had been covering rent, including 3 months of arrears paid by Kanyari after her death, as well as school fees, daily expenses, and loans totaling 5 million shillings taken against her land. These allegations mirror statements earlier made by Betty's brother, who said that Tash was now showing interest in property he never supported. Joyce's appeal goes further. She urged Kanyari to seek full custody of his children, describing him as a dependable father and a long-time family ally. She expressed worry about the children's safety, adding that Tash was allegedly living with another woman in the US, where the couple had previously lived before returning to Kenya. The custody dispute has now become a central part of the saga. On one side, Pastor Kanyari has emphasized his biological and legal rights. He has acknowledged that Tash played a role in raising the children, but made it clear that any involvement now will have to be limited and structured. His brief and cryptic social media post during this period sparked mixed reactions, some urging him to take decisive action, others criticizing the timing. On the other side, Tash has continued to publicly identify the children as his own. In funeral speeches and recent TikTok videos, he maintained his bond with them, arguing that Sky's increased online presence was simply part of her grieving process. He has not responded publicly to the allegations of assault or to Joyce's demand for an exhumation. National voices have stepped into the conversation. Comedian Dr. Ofweneke warned the family about exposing the children to online conflict, predicting that long-term psychological harm could follow. All of these developments are unfolding against the legacy of Betty Bayo's life, a life that had seen remarkable success, deep personal challenges, and a strong commitment to her children. Known for her hit songs and resilience after her public separation from Kanyari in 2014, Betty Bayo had slowly built a private, stable life with a focus on family and faith. She celebrated her daughter Sky's move to Texas for schooling, a decision that symbolized a new chapter for their family. Her sudden death at 39 left a void, one now filled with suspicion, accusation, and divided public opinion. For many, the central question remains unresolved: what truly led to her final moments? As of December 7th, no official statement has been issued about the request for post-mortem or potential exhumation, but pressure continues to build online from family members and from the public, pushing authorities to act. Until then, the question Joyce asked continues to echo: was Betty Bayo killed? Newsroom, Maisha TV, reader Kering Tibet.
Ona juu yake ati mwiretu ucio ari oku na ni muganda. Koguo ciana ciakwa iri ugwati-ini biu. Ciana icio ciakwa iri ugwati-ini uria munene. Kairetu kau kena miaka 13 na no gathukio ni mundu ucio tondu yo ti thakame yake. Uguthi atia
ndatire njaragia horo ucio ngiuria andu ciuria ici na mutiramenya ni cigo ina ruo muno. Aikoyo re moyaga ndeto mukoerera ndeto iguru mukaiga ni wega muno ciana cinangania nyine so we muoyo tata we me muoyo koguo horo ni serious gukira ore mureciragia riu thikiriria ikuma kuri ene
guguthi atia ona muthi ndagika ici kurathi atia nyumba iyo ciana icio ni iraria ucio no akimarugire ni amenyaga mena riu tondu ni merutha hari gutire cukuru one mahingire Jumari. Ciana icio igikara nyumba igikara atia gutire mundu ono mwe wao marona ni ndiretikirio njarie nake na thimu ni
arafu ni hena ndumwe urahingicaga andu cirwa GP ni akuhurire thimu after mathiko kana mugika macemania na mathiko
asa na ndamuhurire gikora ndangijohera
aigwe ni mwaiguira andu wa Kenya cirwa GP ndari ahurira nyina Betty thimu ona ndari handu ahucikaga ringi arikirie wira wake o hindi iri tuko haya wamenyire te horo wa ruracio yani Betty ni muracerie no watwira hau ndurarengeirwo kiande ndukogo ndumuneanite ku mundu nyothe
kiande na ndatinirio kiande ndaguraritio kana gatinirio kiande
uhoro wa urukimia waruiguire ri
to
amboco kia kiande
tondu nioi ena mutumia wake wa kihiko nioi uguo
Tash ni ena mutumia kwa Amerika utire mundu utoyo uguo haya wamenyire te uhoro wa rukimia
ni rukimia ona ndire ndaigua ndu tocio ati mwana wakwa ena kimurimu kihana uguo na ni nguria kiuria zero